World War II was not just a war that was fought with weapons. It was a war fought with information, secrets, and with silence. When people look back at this period, they often imagine soldiers marching in formation and tanks rolling through destroyed cities, aircrafts filling the skies with fire, and nations clashing in a battle for survival. And while all of that is true, it is not the full story, because beyond the noise of explosions, beyond the chaos of the battlefield, there was another war happening at the exact same time. A hidden war, a quiet war, a war that most people never saw, a war that was fought not with guns, but with intelligence. And in that war, some of the most powerful fighters were women. Women who were never meant to be noticed. Women who lived in the shadows and changed the course of history without ever stepping into the spotlight. They became the very thing the enemy could not predict. They became invisible. They became unpredictable. They became spies. As Nazi Germany rose to power under Adolf Hitler, fear spread across Europe like a storm that could not be stopped. In such a dangerous world, information became more valuable than anything else. Knowing what the enemy was planning could mean survival or complete destruction. The enemy was always watching, always listening, always searching for anything that seemed out of place. And that is why these women were so effective. They moved through cities, through checkpoints, through crowds, as if they belonged there. As if they were just ordinary people living ordinary lives. But in reality, they were carrying secrets that could change everything. They memorized codes, they carried hidden messages, they transmitted information using radios that could be tracked at any moment, knowing that if they were discovered, there would be no second chance. Training to become a spy was not easy. It required complete transformation. These women had to learn how to become someone else. They were given new identities, new names, new stories. They practiced speaking in different accents. They learned how to lie without hesitation. One of those stories is that of Noor Inayat Khan. At first glance, she did not seem like someone who belonged in a war. Noor was sent into Nazi-occupied France as a radio operator, one of the most dangerous roles any agent could take. Radio signals could be tracked, which meant that every time she sent a message, she was revealing her position. And still, she chose to continue. But eventually, the danger found her. She was betrayed, captured, and taken into custody. What followed was a test of human strength. She was interrogated repeatedly, pressured for information. But Noor remained silent. Even in the face of extreme pressure, she refused to give them anything, not a single name. Her silence protected countless lives. But not every story was defined by silence. Some were defined by mystery. Mata Hari was one of those stories. She was not hiding in the shadows. She was in the spotlight. A dancer. A woman who moved through the highest levels of society. Rumors spread. Was she a spy? Was she working for one side? Or both? Her story became a mystery history has never fully solved. And then, there were those who refused to be caught. Nancy Wake was one of them. She was fearless, relentless, determined. The enemy gave her a nickname, the White Mouse, because no matter how many times they tried to capture her, she always escaped. She was actively fighting back, leading resistance missions, sabotaging enemy operations, proving that one person could make a difference. But behind all of these stories was a darker reality. Many of these women were captured, held in isolation, and subjected to impossible conditions. They understood that their silence was saving lives, that every secret they protected mattered. Is that we do not know all their names. Thousands of women operated in complete secrecy, their stories lost in time. When the war finally ended, the world celebrated. There was relief, joy, and hope. But behind that victory were shadows. Women who had risked everything, who had walked into danger knowing they might never return. They did not ask for recognition. They simply did what needed to be done. And then they disappeared, returning to normal lives, as if nothing had ever happened. But their legacy remains, their courage, their sacrifice. Because without them, the outcome of the war might have been very different. Wait for the world to understand the true cost of a war, fought not only with weapons, but with secrets, courage, and silence. Because sometimes, the most powerful stories are the ones never meant to be told. And the greatest heroes are the ones we never see, hidden in the shadows, forever.